So literally tearing up every inch of the town in every direction. Everything, let's see, everything but these bright white clouds, everything in the middle, coagulation and whatnot. All of this out here, that's all airplanes. All airplanes. Nice coagulation up here. Totally changed the day. I mean, this totally changes the forecast. It would be, you know, partly sunny or partly cloudy to now it's 100% cloud cover. You know, how does that fall to be okay with people? I don't know. And the forecast only includes the partly cloudy part. Meanwhile, you can have 100% cloud cover, and that's still considered partly cloudy because they don't factor in the airplane trails. So I don't care where it comes from. If it's cloudy, it's cloudy. So fraud meteorology, they find that acceptable. And it's disgusting. So Scott Pruitt, Trump's EPA pick, just got approved. So can't be no worse. The EPA with the Animas River spill, you know, not reporting on whatever's being dropped in the atmosphere, totally approving GMOs, pesticides, all of that good stuff between them and the FDA. So nothing could be any worse at this point, you know. The infrastructure of the country, the dams just got a D rating for the dams in the country. How can you have your dams and your bridges getting D ratings and you're spending money on every other gosh darn program, not helping your own country? So that's where America First comes in. You can't have jobs leaving the country, your infrastructure is terrible, your food is terrible, everything's terrible, and you're putting your programs towards, you know, helping other countries and other social programs while your structure is falling apart. So Trump's getting it from every angle, you know, everybody figures they knew everything, you know. He first Hillary was going to be elected and it's guaranteed, and then Trump's part of the Illuminati and all of this good shit. You know, there would not be such an effort if Trump was so on the inside. These people are exposing themselves. Now people are questioning what's the deep state and what is this, and the intelligence community, and what do you mean they control different things. People are questioning too many things, the media, you know. That's not how you operate a behind-the-scenes program such as Illuminati or control system like that. You got regular folks asking the wrong questions, really the right questions, but you know, it's everything the truthers have been trying to get out for years, and Trump is bringing it to the forefront in one election. So if you can't give credit for that, I don't know what you're looking for. What in the hell is this? Are you kidding me? Look at this plane. What is this? Are you kidding me? Let me see if I can, there's something behind it. What in the hell is this? Are you kidding me? Look at this plane. What is this? Are you kidding me? Let me see if I can, there's something behind it. Alright, I tried refocusing on that plane. I couldn't get it again. There was something behind that plane. It looked like it was almost either attached to the plane, like a balloon, like the, you know, the race cars have the balloons that slow them down, the brake balloons, or it looked like a jet right on top of it. I don't know. Hopefully I got that thing. So, like I said, you know, Trump is it. The enemy of your enemy is your friend. Like a lot of independent media analysts are concluding people that didn't even vote for Trump, and they're knowing that this had to be exposed, that there's people in the government controlling the government, aside from the president. So this is the best we can hope to bring this to the forefront, where the closest thing to a revolution is we're gonna get. So that's why a lot of people are supporting Trump. You know, they're seeing it coming at him from every angle. You know, you don't do that shit when he's on your team. He's going against all of these programs that were considered Illuminati or globalist or whatever. You know, the refugees and the immigrants and all of that stuff. The TPP and all of that stuff is to wear the country thin. You know, you got California making sanctuary cities and all of this stuff. The cities are broke that they're doing this in. You know, so grind all posts and stuff, and the people are going to the city meetings. The cities are broke, and they're pushing these programs that, you know, may end up helping some of their relatives, but they're not helping the country. You can't just take everybody in when your country's broke. These cities had $8 million in reserve. Now Cudahy has $1 million in reserve. You know, these cities are near bankruptcy, and they're using this guilt trip that you gotta take everybody in and spend money on them and pay for the lawyers and all of this good stuff. Meanwhile, you got tons of people living on the street. You know, they showed Santa Ana right at the city hall. There's tent cities of people living on the streets. So it's not viable, whatever is going on and they're trying to push. You want to see all the jobs go overseas, all of this good stuff. Paul Ryan is talking about the taxes on our goods. We tax our goods when they leave the country, and they get taxed again when they enter other countries. So they get taxed twice, meaning we can never compete in any marketplace. The goods that leave places like Japan don't get taxed in Japan, and then when they come to the United States, they don't get taxed again. So they're saving two taxes. So that's just a purposeful plan to break this country. You know, if you can't get behind Trump on stuff like that and think that Hillary's plan wouldn't have broke the country just to please a few people with social programs, it's not viable. You want to see everything collapse, but people are happy for 3 years and then everything collapses. Medicare is broke, Social Security is broke, United States Post Office is broke. All of this stuff is broke, and there's been so much corruption. If you watch the House committees with Chaffetz and Trey Gowdy and whatnot, there's been so much money being blown, hundreds of millions of dollars on bullshit. Renting party centers and event planners. Meanwhile, there's event planners already on the teams that are being paid for it. It's just outrageous. So there's so much stuff that stands to be exposed. From climate change falsifications, to chemtrails, to vaccines, to you name it. Collusion between, you know, media and different parties. There's so many different charges and stuff that could potentially be exposed. Check sex trafficking, pedophilia. There's so many people that stand to go down. They're really going all out against Trump. I think that, you know, really could be a turning point in the country. There could be so much stuff exposed, but it would take time to do it. So that's why they're swinging at Trump with everything they got. You know, he's no angel, he's not a saint, he's not a god, but he's it. Bernie Sanders and Jill Stein, they would have been getting stepped all over the place in government. You think they would have stood up to the intelligence community? You're losing it. Bernie couldn't stand up to those two girls that took him down in Seattle, the Black Lives Matter girls. So this is the closest thing we're gonna get to a revolution in this country without blood on the streets and people destitute. And that's it. That's why the old guard is fighting it with everything they got. They want to keep riding the gravy train. Keep riding that gravy train, giving contracts to their buddies and overpaying, overcharging, you name it. You know. And everything stands to domino off of this. Brexit, what happened there, what happened here, get France, Italy, all of these countries, it's it's really a battle for the world at this point. There's double agents on both sides, every side, you name it. So, very shady stuff.